I just had to make this video. Let's just clear the air. Let's talk about Z-beats. The truths, the real truths about Z-beats. I really had it. People keep sending me those, in quotes, ancient beats, articles about, in quotes, true or in quotes, original Z. You know what? They should start their day with Asata Masa Gamaya. Lead me from ignorance to the truth, because ignorance is the root cause of suffering. It's not about the lack of information. Knowledge is abundant and everywhere, but about confusion, a lack of spiritual sight. Ignorance is a kind of spiritual disease that clouds our perception, destroying reality from everyday to sacred. It feeds the cycles of desire, aversion, and suffering driven by greed, hate, and delusion. And the worst part, it's highly contagious. I'm not here to conquer ignorance. That is impossible. It's a personal spiritual journey, but at least what I can do, I can help clear up the few misunderstandings about Z-beats to get rid of the anger, the greed, and the hate, from just basically to get rid of all this negativity which killing the Z-beats, the killing the trade, the killing the craftsmanship, the killing the people, the beautiful, wonderful artists who actually devoting their time and their skills, their spirituality to producing the Z-beats and keep the craft alive. So let's clear up the misunderstanding about Z-beats, and let's start with something very obvious. What are Z? What are they? The Z is a type of trading bead. All around the world, ancient people traded beads made from shell, bone, and stone. They were used for beauty, for status, and even to seal agreements. They were used as currency, especially passed along vast trade routes like Silk Road and spice routes. They were used as currency for trading. Ancient Z-beads are found across of all Asia, especially in burial sites among those ancient roads. I own few that were legally, and I'm noting legally purchased. My beads are originating from Uigarak burial site, dated to around 5th century BC. So it makes them 2,500 years old. I have 3 of those. And yes, all so-called ancient Z-beads come from burial site, legally or illegally. That's why it's bad Feng Shui to wear them. They carry strong yin energy, and no one in the right state of mind should wear objects that were buried with the dead. No one. The most desirable Z are so-called antique ones. The antique ones, they are a few hundred years old. I think the oldest one I saw, it was 800 years old. I saw one in the Buddhist monastery that belongs to someone's family. These beads, the antique beads, are beads that pass down through Himalayan families for centuries. They have a warm, powerful energy, but built over generation of spiritual practice. But these are almost impossible to find. The Himalayan family will go hungry before they let such a sacred bead leave their lineage. Literally, it's impossible to do. I mean, unless you marry into the family or you're a relative. Next desirable bead is vintage bead. Vintage bead is like less than 100 years old. The most precious of these are those passed from lamas or daioshi to their disciples. If you ever buy one, and they are possible, they are very common, they're expensive, they're beautiful, but they are common, you can't get them. Not like very, they're not very affordable, but you can get one if you like. But if you ever buy one, make sure it has a traceable history, because the traceable history of the vintage Z bead is what the value is. So if it belongs to such and such person, such and such person passed it to such and such person, and such a person give it to you or as a trade, or you trade it for something or whatever. But usually the traceable history means pictures, person wearing them. Usually people have gurus taking picture of gurus wearing them and showing them that is my guru. He wore this bead, and this bead is what I have, and I will trade it. But again, traceable history. Vintage beads, it's all about traceable history. Then my most favorite one, it's so-called nude Z beads. What are nude Z beads? The nude Z beads, it's the Z beads which was crafted today by artisans in very small batches. As a devoted Z enthusiast, I believe in supporting modern Z makers to keep the trade alive. I've met many deeply spiritual artisans whose work carries gentle, positive energy. Their beads are absolutely wonderful. They're high quality. They're very nice meditation tools, and they're beautiful. And each one is basically have a, when artists create something, they put their piece of their soul, piece of their spirit into it, because it's a creativity. It's a creative force of energy, Yang force. It's Yang force. They basically put their life energy, the energy of the living, into to create this Z. So when you purchase a new Z, you are starting a journey. Its strength grows with you, with your practice, with your energy. In time, it becomes your own powerful spiritual amulet, because these actually get stronger with more spiritual practices, with more you wearing, you performing mantras, you doing your rituals, you doing your prayers. It becomes stronger and stronger and stronger and over the time you will own a powerful spiritual artifact, free from tone yin energy, from dead people energy, free from past negativity, because you know who it belongs to you, and ready to be passed to your children with your blessing when you're ready. Then least desirable Z. That's what everybody's talking about. Everybody's misunderstanding them. They think they're disgusting, but there is a need for them. They call ritual Z. Ritual Z beads, it's mass produced for offerings or ceremonies. They are like those, I don't know, like paper clothes ancestral rites, or there's basically they're ritual beads. They are for rituals. They're not made to wear. They meant to absorb negative energy in rituals, mostly in healing rituals, when the healer performing ritual on the person who is ill or who is suffering. They perform the ritual to help beads, those ritual beads, very cheap ritual beads, to absorb energy from that person, negative energy from this person. Then those beads are buried or destroyed afterwards. So please don't dig up beads. That's another reason. If you find the beads on the ground, don't dig them. Don't dig them, because the healing rituals, they're ancient old. They perform for centuries. So you never know what was buried with them. So please don't dig up beads, and don't dig up beads which, especially if they've been dig up illegally. You have no idea where they came from. You have no idea where the people find them. You have no idea what is inside. You have no idea what kind of energy they were made to contain. So, but just let's wrap it short. I don't want to make this video too long. I will continue as we go. We'll continue educate. I will continue talk about it. I will talk about the different kinds of Z. I will talk about patina. I will talk about Z patterns. But if you have any question about this video, there is a lot of things to talk about. Z, it's a huge subject on its own. Feel free to message me. And let's keep the conversation rooted in truth, respect, and spiritual awareness. If you feel angry by my video, if you feel like you faulted, my video did not mean to get you into fault of anger or to fault of ignorance. Please, let's keep the conversation with a truth in heart, with respect in mind, and with a spiritual awareness. And let's do not put each other in the fault.